Okay, so here's the big thing about tap water. Tap water is federally regulated to have certain additives to protect against waterborne pandemic or illness. It's not necessarily the job of the water treatment plant to do anything other than meet the federal guidelines to protect you against waterborne illness. However, most of you get a water report, and most people don't read it. But most water reports nationwide contain higher levels of chemical compounds than you would expect to see, and higher levels than even the minimum standards just a few years ago. What do I mean by that? I mean the water report today would not pass the minimum standards for health and safety guidelines just a few years ago. Chemicals like arsenic, radioactive materials, microplastics, pharmaceuticals, and many, many others all are within most groundwater and tap water nationwide. All right, so what we have here is an illustration of how quickly your body absorbs the various chemicals contained within the tap water. So what we have is the cup to the right with tap water, the cup in the middle with tap water, and the cup to the left is going to have our 2.5 hypochlorous acid, which is one of the strongest antibacterials we know of. And this is just showing you the power of the 2.5 in terms of its antibacterial properties. So what we're going to do is take this antibacterial tester. This is the same stuff you would use, for the health department would use in terms of testing for antibacterial properties. So we're going to put a few drops in the tap water. We're going to go ahead and stir that up. If it turns the color of the cap, which you're going to see it does, that means it meets the federal guidelines to protect against waterborne illness. Okay, and what we're going to do is take my hand and stick it in this glass. Remember, this is tap water. So remember, your skin is the filter of your body. So essentially what's happening is I am filtering the tap water, which is exactly what happens every time you take an ordinary shower or bath in unfiltered tap water. So we're going to take the same antibacterial tester. We're going to go ahead and put a bunch in there. We're going to stir that up just to make sure there's a bunch in there. We're going to add a bunch more. And as you can see, 70, 80, 90% of the chlorine, along with the other chemicals we talked about in the water report, are now absorbed into my body. I also have to show you the power of the 2.5 water hypochlorous acid. If it turns orange, that means it's stronger than straight liquid bleach. And as you can see, this is literally bright orange. Guys, nothing can live in that. So this is the water we use in our home as a hand sanitizer. We use in place of any liquid bleach. Remember, this is what the federal government said protects you against waterborne illness. This can protect you from everything else. Now, we talk about being healthy from the inside out and the outside in. So if you're a healthy person, one of the things you may or may not be aware of is one of the most unhealthy things you do every day if you're showering in untreated tap water is you're taking a chemical bath every day. So with the Spa DX, not only does it purify the water, remove the heavy metals and contaminants like chlorine, but it also infuses the water from a specific mineral cartridge that is sourced from the Futanama hot spring in Hokata, Japan. And Enagic has secured the mineral rights to this hot spring and these minerals that have been used for healing for thousands of years in the Japanese culture. So thank you for watching this video. If you haven't seen the product demo, that's what I would recommend next. And again, get in contact with me directly or anyone that introduced you to this video and ask how you can put this technology in your life for the rest of your life.